Okay, so choosing the larger. Um, there were a lot of small errors in the reasoning people used when I was going over the homework, which is part of the reason for making this video. But if I'm looking at the unit circle, then the y values are the sine values. So 76 degrees is roughly here, 76 degrees. And so you get a specific y value right there. If you look at sine of 106, that's going to be about here. And 106 leaves 74 degrees right there. That also means that there'd be 16 degrees here versus 14 degrees here. So the question was asking which one is greater, which one's larger. Well, the one that's higher up is going to be larger because it's the y value, right? This is cos 76 sine 76, and this is cos 106 sine 106. Well, 70 if I'm only 14 degrees away from the highest point versus 16 degrees away from the highest point, the 14 degrees one is going to be a little bit higher than the 16 degrees one, right? So since this point is higher up, sine 76 is bigger than sine 106. So really what you want to do is you want to refer to the y values on the unit circle and which one's higher. Not which one's closer to the y-axis, because you could do the same thing down below and you might not get the same answer. In fact, the closer you are to the y-axis down here, the more negative you are. So just saying you're close to the y-axis isn't enough. You got to say that you're higher versus lower. Okay? So sine 76 is greater than sine 106 because, let's say, the point, let's call it A and B. The point A, cos 76, sine 76, is higher than B, which is cos 106, sine 106. If I was asking for which cosine value is greater, then you just want to pick the one that's furthest to the right, because cosines are the x values. So the further to the right you are, the greater the x. The further up you are, the greater the y, so the greater the sine.